Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Elon Musk has acquired 10% of Twitter, it says here today, making him the biggest shareholder of the social media platform, which set him back nearly $3 billion. It says here it means the Tesla co-founder has more than quadruple the shares of Twitter's founder, Jack Dorsey, who owns 2.25%. Anyway, the reaction from people online is, yay, Elon, he's all for free speech. He's going to turn it into an open platform for free speech. He will get rid of the censorship. You see how messed up so many people are? This is supposedly the richest man on the planet, so they say. That's what you're led to believe. So let's just go with that. He's the richest man on the planet, becoming the biggest shareholder of one of the biggest social media sites. It's just the same old story. The rich getting richer and owning more of everything. But oh no, so many people still think Elon Musk is a good guy. He's on our side. He was in support of the truckers, yeah? Get real. This is a guy who wants to put a microchip in your brain. Personally, I think this guy is just a front for other people, a front, a face put in place for entities that want to remain unseen, that want to remain incognito. He's just another controlled puppet, in my opinion. But anyway, this front openly admits that the organization that he is fronting wants to put a microchip into your brain with Neuralink. They are in the process, his company, of putting 42,000 Starlink satellites in the sky to link the internet to people all across the world, to link up with them. Same organization that wants to stick a microchip in your brain at a time where we live in a world where governments are openly saying they want a cashless society, digital IDs, and how they want to track you through digital devices and measure everything you do and everything you use, where you go and all of that. Can't you see how Neuralink and Starlink all fit seamlessly into that? They both have link at the end of their name. Neuralink, Starlink, to link to you in your brain. You can't get any more obvious than that. And there are still people, and I would say the majority of people out there, who still think Elon Musk is on their side, that he's going to be their hero. Isn't it strange that Trump as well, who started all of this with Operation Warp Speed, also has recently launched his own social media platform? It's interesting that these pretend heroes that are put in place seem to want to take control of this specific area. Anyway, I did a video a month or so ago about Elon. May as well just replay it here. Here it is. Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Elon Musk. I'm always getting emails about Elon Musk. A lot of the times they are usually messages in regards to him, oh, he's one of the good guys, he's on our side. And I'm always puzzled by this. So let's take a brief look. Well, this was supposed to be a brief look into Elon Musk, but I kind of got into a load of stuff I didn't know, so I thought I'd share it with you. First up, anyway, he's in the news at the moment. He's always in the news. Here we see Elon Musk blames fun police for recall of over 500,000 vehicles with feature to make goat sounds, right? So this story is out. Bit of a nonsense story, isn't it? Maybe this story is out today for publicity reasons in order to cover up this other one. This one that came out a couple of days ago. Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chip test kills 15 monkeys out of 23. Company accused of causing extreme suffering, says report. So this news story came out a couple of days ago, which is negative publicity. Then all of a sudden you get a nonsense story like this one I mentioned earlier to cover it up. And lo and behold, just as I was making this video, another story here has arrived. Elon Musk donated 5.7 billion worth of Tesla shares to charity. The world's richest man donated more than 5 million shares of the electric car maker last November. So, oh, what a great guy Elon is. Apparently he did this secretly last November. It's so secret, it's been released across all news outlets today. A day after the news report on his Neuralink killing 15 out of 23 monkeys and causing them extreme suffering in the process. So, covering up negative news. So it seems Elon Musk, who the fake stream media call the richest man in the world, is he the richest man? I bet there are other people with more money. Anyhow, he seems really concerned about his public image, as any egotist would be. He's always tweeting things that attempt to align himself with the people. He really wants to be a man of the people. So let's take a look at the recent tweet about the Canadian truckers. Here we see, Canada truckers rule. CB radios are free from government media control. And then he says, freedom is being stripped away one piece at a time until it's gone, and so on. Yeah, Elon is concerned. This is the guy who wants to stick a chip in everyone's head and upload your thoughts into the Hive cloud. It's interesting to see how Elon is so vocal in his support for the Freedom Convoy truckers. He's so concerned about the future of truckers that he is spending his money effectively putting them all out of a job. He wants to replace truckers with robots and machines and driverless trucks from Tesla. By the way, Tesla is an anagram of steal and is stealing from people, steal jobs from people to give them to automated AI-controlled machines. Here's a clip of Elon, the guy who's so concerned for the Freedom Trucker Convoy.
I can drive this thing, and I have no idea how to drive a semi. And it only gets better than this. Now, a Tesla truck considered by itself beats other diesel trucks. But what if you have a convoy? So what if you have two trucks following? So you're more like a train driver. In fact, the convoy technology, the tracking technology, this is something that we are confident we can do today 10 times safer than a human driver. This is something that we are confident we can do today 10 times safer than a human driver. So I want to be clear, this is something we can do now. Now, if you look at the economics of a truck convoy, it gets way better. What this means is it's not just economic suicide to use one diesel truck, it's economic suicide for rail. This beats rail. And that's I think, really quite profound. We're confident that this is a product that is better in every way from a feature standpoint, that wins on economics against diesel trucks in a worst-case scenario, and that defeats rail in a convoy scenario. And production begins 2019.
So, is he really concerned for the truckers, even though he wants to replace them all with his robot driverless trucks? It's no wonder he has all of these Starlink satellites and in the sky and the 5G to make all of this automation work with all kinds of humanless automation, including the trucks. So anyway, apparently Elon Musk has so much money. Here is an example. If you earned $1 million per year, it would take you 288,000 years to become as rich as Elon Musk. So one example has been given. His father was called Elon Musk and is a wealthy South African mining magnate. After Musk Sr. sold an emerald mine, the family became exceptionally wealthy, it says here. So once again, this is not a guy that worked his way up against the odds from a council estate on a diet of Wotsits and Frey Bentos pies. No, he comes from the world of the uber rich. It says here, Elon Musk's father, Elon Musk, once told Business Insider, he said, "We had so much money at times we couldn't even close our safe, and that one person would have to hold the money in place and the other would have to close the door." He added, "And then there'd still be all these notes sticking out and we'd sort of pull them out and put them in our pockets." It says here, as a teenager, Elon reportedly walked around New York with emeralds in his pocket, which is a great head start for anyone looking to become the richest person in the world, it says here. And it's not something he likes talking about. He doesn't want people talking about this. It's not good for his image. This article in Forbes has since been deleted, but can still be found on the Wayback Machine. In this article, he says, in South Africa, my father had a private plane. We'd fly in incredibly dangerous weather and barely make it back. This is going to sound slightly crazy, he says, but my father also had a share in an emerald mine in Zambia. I was 15 and really wanted to go with him, but didn't realize how dangerous it was. I couldn't find my passport, so I ended up grabbing my brother's, which turned out to be 6 months overdue. So we had this plane load of contraband and an overdue passport from another person. There were AK-47s all over the place, and I'm thinking, man, this could really go bad. But he denies this now, apparently. This guy is really concerned about his image. He started off with PayPal, but he didn't start that company PayPal off himself. He kind of acquired it. He just merged his way in, bought his way in. From what I can make out, it was mostly other people who wrote the code and were the brains behind it. The same thing with Tesla. It was founded a year before he bought his way into it. And then there is his mother, May Musk, who has been a model for 50 years. Check out some of the images here. This is some serious peekaboo club poses she is striking here. I think some of the most blatantly obvious peekaboo nonsense I've seen. She's even appeared in a Beyonce video. Look at her here. This is her in the Beyonce video. Now, there's more to be said about the mother May, but let's talk about her father. So this would be Elon Musk's grandfather. So here we see Elon Musk's grandfather, whose name was Dr. Joshua Haldeman, and he was head of Canada's technocracy movement. This was an organization formed in 1933 in New York, an organization that wanted to change society by radically restructuring the political and social and economic life in Canada and the United States, with science as its central operating principle. Okay, this is Elon Musk's grandfather, okay? They didn't want politicians, business people, money, or income inequality. They wanted universal basic income. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? They didn't believe in the notion of countries calling them Canada or the United States either. They just wanted one giant continental landmass called the Technate, a techno utopia run by engineers and other experts in their fields, and it was supposed to take communism to a whole new level. Now, apparently, to cut a long story short, this guy, Dr. Joshua Haldeman, Elon Musk's grandfather, he got kicked out of Canada, appeared in city court to face 2 charges under the Defence of Canada Act. It was called subversive to the war effort. He managed to avoid prosecution from the Canadian government and ended up in South Africa, where he had his daughter, May, who is Elon Musk's mother. So you can see how this technocracy goes right back to Elon Musk's grandfather and trying to change society, trying to change the world into some kind of dystopian utopia. Now, when he was in South Africa, this Dr. Joshua Haldeman, Elon Musk's grandfather, he flew his own plane. He had his own little plane in South Africa, and he flew it all around the Kalahari Desert, picking up ancient artifacts, apparently searching for the lost city, a bit like Indiana Jones type of thing. I don't know, it's all pretty strange. And the daughter, May, Elon Musk's mother, used to go with him. There's some people who suggest now that generations of this family are linked to the government, the CIA, the Peekaboo Club, call it what you will. And then there's also these other rumours that Elon Musk's mother, May Musk, was an acquaintance of Charles Manson, was arrested at the Manson family ranch, and also claims being made that she went and visited him in jail. These are claims from a person called Shalom Girl, who claims she babysitted Elon Musk when he was very young and has a YouTube channel. She makes some pretty wild claims, and it's very interesting, I'll say that. Unfortunately, I don't think any of it is verifiable, but I will leave a link below to a few articles about the above, and her channel to check it out for yourself. It's quite a rabbit hole. It sounds kind of crazy in some places, but you can't rule out anything these days. So yeah, there's a lot more to look at here. I mean, there's also the relationship Elon Musk had with Grimes, the singer. And again, look, oh no, peekaboo pictures. Of course, there has to be peekaboo photos. They are obligatory, aren't they? And well, look, that's enough. I've wasted too much time on this, I think. So let us know what you think of Elon Musk. I find it hard to believe that I get sent emails or messages from people thinking this guy is one of the good guys. It's hard to believe that in such a controlled world, that one single person would be allowed to acquire that much wealth. I think he's more likely to be the front man, the spokesman for something else entirely. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to the tribe at hugotalks.com, a place for like-minded souls, and I'll see you later.